As we are about to say goodbye to the year 2023, I can't help but to think about all the different challenges that I have faced this year, and there have definitely been quite a few of them. Right now I'm in the middle of one. As you can tell, my background has changed ever so slightly. I'm in the middle of moving back into my old place, and I'm very happy to be doing so, but it is a little bit challenging. And along with all of those challenges, as challenging as they might be, this has been a massive year for the High Impact Audio channel. We hit a huge milestone of passing 1,000 subscribers, so I just want to put a huge thank you out to all you guys for coming by, enjoying the content, and enjoying some awesome gear along with me. So thank you so much. And to bring in the new year, 2024, I say let's check out some of my favorite gear that we've checked out this year. Let's get into it. Change can be kind of a scary thing sometimes, and in the year 2023, I ended up checking out my very first 8-string guitar, and not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous to check it out because I've always played 6 strings and I've gotten very comfortable with 7-string guitars, but never really thought about checking out 8-string guitars. And this leads us into my first favorite piece of gear that we've checked out this year, which is the Legator N8FS. So this guitar is stupid comfortable to play. It is extremely comfortable, and this two-toned purple to blue finish is absolutely gorgeous, and I will add, it might have been a huge selling point for me on this guitar. And right out of the box, I instantly fell in love with it. And once you get this guitar, you quickly realize that pictures do not do this finish justice at all. This guitar is just so overwhelmingly gorgeous. I am so happy I got it. The only thing that I found that I had a tiff with on this guitar was the output of the pickups. So I was wanting a really high gain tone, and the output of the pickups was not quite strong enough. So if you do get this guitar and you are expecting a high gain tone, you can get it if you really push your amplifier really hard, or what I recommend is just swap out these pickups for something a little bit more aggressive. But the Legator N8FS is definitely a great first 8-string guitar in my opinion. In 2023, I was reunited with a very dear friend of mine, being the PV6505 amplifier. And the PV6505, as many of you already know, was my very first tube amplifier ever, so it holds a very dear place in my heart. And the good people over at Synergy have teamed up with PV to bring you the PV6505 amp module from Synergy. And this little preamp will snap right into the chassis of a Syn 1 and Syn 2 unit from Synergy, or Synergy's whole line of amplifiers. And all you have to do is click this in and you have the full-blown tone of a PV6505 amplifier. And it is fully equipped with 12 AX7 preamp tubes to give you the warmth and the color of a full-blown tube amplifier. And the PV6505 module is not the only module that has come out of Synergy. There's also one for the Engel Savage, one for the Bogner Uberschall, and of course the Soldano SLO, and a lot more than just that. But seeing a module come out of Synergy that is for my very first tube amplifier ever, the PV6505 just completely warmed my heart and blew me away. When you think about amp simulators, a lot of them sound very thin and very flat, and not very much life to them sometimes, but that is not the case with the Runeforge Fenrir from Solemn Tones. So Solemn Tones, being known for their amazing MIDI plugins, just dove headfirst into the amp simulator world with the Runeforge Fenrir, and this amp simulator is not thin sounding whatsoever. You add it to a mix and it just beefs it up just like that. And I remember trying out the Runeforge Fenrir for the first time, and I think I was walking around the house like this the whole rest of the day, just because it shocked the hell out of me on how amazing this sounds. And what really makes the Runeforge Fenrir stand out from the rest of the amp simulators out there on the market, I know there are a ton of them, is that it was captured with the analog color of a Dirty Tree boost pedal from Pepper's Pedals, one of the most sought after boost pedals on the metal market, and I think that is absolutely amazing. In 2023, I was able to get my hands on an amplifier from a company that I have been wanting to check out for a very long time now. And up until now, for one reason or another, it just always seemed a little bit out of reach for me to get one of their amps, but I got my hands on a Tubemeister 40 from Hughes and Kettner. And this is my very first Hughes and Kettner amplifier, but even though the Tubemeister 40 does not have quite as many bells and whistles as some other models from Hughes and Kettner, it definitely more than makes up for it with its tone. You can get some great high gain tones out of it. You can get some very expressive crunchy tones and some pristine cleans as well. And of course, having the ability to do silent recording using the balanced XLR out on the back is huge for those of us that really don't want to bother our neighbors too much. And of course, now I can finally say that I can gaze into the dazzling blue lights of a Hughes and Kettner amplifier like a moth to the flame, and not gonna lie, I'm here for it. I had the pleasure of checking out one of the most versatile guitars that I have ever laid my eyes on in 2023, and that is the Schecter Sunset Triad 7. So this guitar right here could be your everyday run-of-the-mill shred monster of a guitar with its very thin neck profile and body shape that can easily poke an eye out. But with the addition of a third coil in the bridge pickup, this guitar becomes so much more. So the Sunset Triad 7 will give you 5 different voicings. You can go just a regular humbucker voice in the bridge, but then you find out you need even more massive of a tone. Well, go ahead and activate the third coil in the bridge pickup and go into the Tripocalypse mode, and that will definitely do that for you. But this guitar doesn't just do melt-your-face high-gain metal tones. You can also switch the bridge pickup into a single coil mode and use the single coil in the neck pickup as well to give you more dynamics for cleans and crunchy tones. But of course, as much as I talk about this guitar's pickups, it's not all pickup. This guitar has a very, very comfortable neck shape. It is very thin and very fast, and the sleek body design actually fits really, really nicely when you're playing. So it just is extremely comfortable, and the bolt-on neck joint on the back really isn't bad whatsoever. But yeah, Schecter definitely surprised the hell out of me with the Schecter Sunset Triad 7. This guitar is extremely comfortable and it sounds awesome. We really checked out a ton of great gear in 2023, and it just seems with every year, every new year, the world of guitars just gets that much more amazing. So honestly, I'm really excited to see what 2024 has in store for us. And I want to put a huge thank you out to everyone that has tuned in to my videos here at High Impact Audio and enjoyed them. You are absolutely amazing. So thank you so much. I'm really glad that I'm able to share my passion for great gear alongside you guys. And I will have the links for everything that we talked about today down in the description below. If you are enjoying my videos in any way, shape, or form, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hitting that like button as well, just to let YouTube know that my video doesn't suck. And with that being said, my name is Chris with High Impact Audio. Happy New Year to you all, and I will see you guys next time.